Once upon a time, an old miller died. He left his 3 sons a very small inheritance. The eldest son took the mill. The second son took the donkey. The youngest son got nothing. He only received a cat. The poor boy sat on a stone and looked at the animal. He said, "My brothers can work together, but I have only this cat. I will surely die." Suddenly, the cat spoke. He said, "Do not be sad, master. Just give me a bag. And please make me a pair of boots," the cat said. "I will help you succeed." The young man spent his last coins. He bought the cat a nice pair of leather boots. Puss in Boots put some carrots in his bag. He went to the forest to hunt rabbits. A foolish young rabbit jumped into the bag. Puss quickly closed the strings and caught the rabbit. He did not eat the rabbit. Instead, he went to the castle to see the king. He bowed low. "Sire, this is a gift from my master, the Marquis of Carabas." The king was happy. "Tell your master I thank him," the king said with a smile. Every week, Puss brought gifts, and he always said they were from the Marquis of Carabas. One day, the king went for a drive. He took his daughter, the beautiful princess. Puss knew the route. He ran to his master. "Go swim in the river," he said. The boy jumped into the water. As the carriage arrived, Puss shouted, "Help! Help! My master, the Marquis of Carabas, is drowning!" The king heard the familiar name. The king ordered his guards to help. They pulled the young man out of the river. Puss explained, "Thieves stole his clothes." Actually, Puss hid them under a big rock. The king gave the boy fine royal clothes. He looked very handsome and noble. The princess looked at him. She admired him. He entered the carriage with them. Puss ran far ahead. He saw farmers in a field. He spoke to them strictly. "Tell the king this land belongs to the Marquis of Carabas, or else," he warned. The king's carriage passed by. "Who owns this beautiful field?" the king asked the farmers. "It belongs to the Marquis of Carabas," they shouted. The king was very impressed. Finally, Puss arrived at a huge castle. A rich and scary ogre lived there. The ogre owned all the fields. Puss asked to meet him. The ogre agreed. "I heard you can turn into any animal," said Puss. "Is that really true?" The ogre laughed. "Watch this." Suddenly, he turned into a huge, roaring lion. Puss was scared. When the ogre became a man again, Puss came down. "Amazing," said Puss, "but I bet you cannot become a tiny mouse. That is impossible." "Impossible?" shouted the ogre. "I can do anything." He instantly turned into a mouse. Puss was ready. He jumped on the mouse and ate him in one bite. The ogre was gone. Just then, the king's carriage arrived at the castle gate. Puss ran to the gate. "Welcome to the castle of the Marquis of Carabas." The king was amazed by the castle. "You are a very wealthy man," he told the boy. The princess loved the boy. The king agreed. They had a beautiful wedding that day. Puss became a great lord.
He never chased mice again, except for fun.
Vocabulary list. A1 level. Inheritance. Meaning, money or things you get when someone dies. Example, he got a small inheritance from his father. Poor. Meaning, having little money. Example, the poor boy had only a cat. Bag. Meaning, a container you use to carry things. Example, the cat asked for a bag. Boots. Meaning, shoes that cover the lower leg. Example, Puss in Boots wears tall leather boots. Forest. Meaning, a place with many trees. Example, the cat walked into the forest. Rabbit. Meaning, a small animal with long ears. Example, a rabbit jumped into the bag. Castle. Meaning, a large home for kings or queens. Example, the cat went to the king's castle. King. Meaning, a male ruler of a country. Example, the king was happy with the gift. Princess. Meaning, the daughter of a king or queen. Example, the princess smiled at the boy. Clothes. Meaning, things you wear. Example, the king gave the boy new clothes. Farmer. Meaning, a person who grows food or raises animals. Example, the farmers worked in the field. Field. Meaning, open land with grass or crops. Example, the king asked, "Who owns this field?" Ogre. Meaning, a big, scary giant in stories. Example, an ogre lived in the big castle. Mouse. Meaning, a very small animal. Example, the ogre turned into a mouse. Wedding. Meaning, a ceremony when people get married. Example, they had a beautiful wedding.